Hello, Tamara Green here for A Course in Miracles lesson number 26, and we're going to start by doing some maybe upper back, middle back twisting and some stretching. Okay. Oh, and today we're being joined by my sleeping dog, Chappie. I'm glad he's joining us. All right. So first, we're going to bring our arms shoulder level, and then we just gently twist from side to side. My feet are a little wider than my hips. Okay. And then from here, I want you to reach up with both arms. And you feel the stretch as you shift from side to side. The stretch on the side really helps to wake up the body, release some tension and stress. Okay, last one. Very good. And then you shake out your hands and your feet. Very good. Okay. A Course in Miracles. Let me get there. Lesson number 26. My attack thoughts are attacking my invulnerability. It is surely obvious that if you can be attacked, you are not invulnerable. You see attack as a real threat. That is because you believe that you can really attack. And what would have effects through you must also have effects on you. It is this law that will ultimately save you, but you are misusing it now. You must therefore learn how it can be used for your own best interest rather than against them. Because your attack thoughts will be projected, you will fear attack. And if you fear attack, you must believe that you're not invulnerable. Attack thoughts therefore make you vulnerable in your own mind, which is where the attack thoughts are. Attack thoughts and invulnerability cannot be accepted together. They contradict each other. The idea for today introduces the thought that you always attack yourself first. If attack thoughts must entail the belief that you are vulnerable, their effect is to weaken you in your own eyes. Thus, they have attacked your perception of yourself. And because you believe in them, you can no longer believe in yourself. A false image of yourself has come to take the place of what you are. Practice with today's idea will help you to understand the vulnerability or invulnerability your vulnerability or invulnerability is the result of your own thoughts. Nothing except your thoughts can attack you. Nothing except your thoughts can make you think you are vulnerable. And nothing except your thoughts can prove to you this is not so. 6 practice periods are required in applying today's idea. A full 2 minutes should be attempted for each of them, although the time may be reduced to a minute if the discomfort is too great. Do not reduce it further. The practice period should begin with repeating the idea for today, then closing your eyes and reviewing the unresolved questions whose outcomes are causing you concern. The concern may take the form of depression, worry, anger, a sense of imposition, fear, foreboding, or preoccupation. Any problem as yet unsettled that tends to recur in your thoughts during the day is a suitable subject. You will not be able to use very many for any one practice period because a longer time than usual should be spent with each one. Today's idea should be applied as follows. First, name the situation. I am concerned about blank. Then go over every possible outcome that has occurred to you in that connection and which has caused you concern, referring to each one quite specifically, saying, I am afraid blank will happen. If you are doing the exercises properly, you should have some 5 or 6 distressing possibilities available for each situation you use, and quite possibly more. It is much more helpful to cover a few situations thoroughly than to touch on a larger number. As the list of anticipated outcomes for each situation continues, you will probably find some of them, especially those that occur to you toward the end, less acceptable to you. Try, however, to treat them all alike to whatever extent you can. After you have named each outcome of which you are afraid, tell yourself, that thought is an attack upon myself. Conclude each practice period by repeating today's idea to yourself once more. All right, so that first part is, I'm concerned about blank. I'm afraid blank will happen. That thought is an attack upon myself. That's the exercise for today. For the lesson, my attack thoughts are attacking my invulnerability. Okay, I'll tell you a little bit of my own personal history. When I was a young teenager, I felt very abandoned by my parents, but mostly my mother. And I didn't notice this until much later when I was in my own personal growth journey, but I really began attacking myself by saying that I'm not worthy of them, spending more time with me. I'm not good enough. There must be something wrong with me in order for them to be spending so much time away, or in my mother's case, moving away when I was 10 years old. And those very self-defeating, fearful, harmful thoughts, they didn't go away for many years. And they just, I probably repeated those kinds of thoughts over and over and over and over again, just probably billions of times throughout the years, right? Repeatedly every day, and then each week and month, and it's like a mushroom cloud. It just gets bigger. So then when others were attacking me, or what I felt was an attack, I felt very vulnerable by that, very wounded, just like I did when I was much younger. And as the Course talks about, and the truth is, we're not really vulnerable, we only believe that we are. We're actually invulnerable, but we believe, and most people on the planet believe, that we are vulnerable. I mean, just turn on the news and you hear about, the victim that's attacked by so-and-so, that sort of thing. But the interesting thing is that the universe, what you experience is like a big giant mirror in front of you, just reflecting back. And even if it's the teeniest, tiniest amount, it's reflecting back how you're actually talking to yourself, even if you're not aware of it. This wonderful exercise is helping you to become more conscious, to bring out of your subconscious into your conscious mind. I attack myself. I judge myself. I feel like something's wrong with me. I don't feel like I'm good enough. I don't feel worthy. Well, guess what? That is what we end up projecting out, because it starts in here, And then that's what we end up experiencing, maybe from others, or even organizations, not just people, but organizations or, large entities. This is a real tough one. It's for the ego, but it's very necessary to become more and more aware of the vulnerability, which is not who you really are. You're actually quite invulnerable, but it's very good to dig deep and go to the place that we try to avoid. We don't want to go there. All right. So with that, I know you're going to really dive into these exercises because you'll get so much benefit out of it. Okay. See you tomorrow. Bye.